All right, guys, I got a box of nickels here. It's actually missing like 1 or 2 rolls, but they didn't have anything else. So we're going to get into this box and hopefully get some buffaloes and maybe some silver. All right, I just found our very first find. Just opened this up, and if you look at this one right here, much more shiny than these. That is going to be a proof. Our first good find is a proof nickel. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this and see what we got. Look at that, man. It is super, super, super shiny. It's pretty scratched up, so it's been in circulation for a little while. I'm gonna flip it over. Oh, it's a 2000. Not that old. Well, I guess it's, you know, what, 25 years old actually now. That's pretty awesome. I'll check out the mintage and see how many were minted, and we'll keep moving on. All right, there's our proof. We've only gone through, I think we've gone through about 5 rolls of nickels or so far, and we finally got our first oldie. It's right there. It's this one right here. Looks like it is a Denver mint mark. And that's going to be a 1948 Jefferson. All right, our next one, not that old. Got a 1959 right here. Look at that, 1959 just made the cutoff. And that is going to be a Denver mint mark. And in that same roll, I just spotted this one here. It's got a Denver mint mark. And when I flipped it over, it was a little bit older. 1954 Denver, in pretty decent shape. Just opened this roll, and look at that one. That one kind of threw me for a second. I thought it was going to be possible silver, but it ended up being old. And that one is going to be a 1940 in pretty horrible shape. And as I dumped the other ones out, this one popped out. 1948, another 48. Let's check that out here. Pretty nice on that side. And that looks like it's going to be a Philadelphia. Possible silver. Oh, what do we got? Nope, 64. Just a 64. Oh, what is that? That's actually silver. The one I thought was actually going to be silver was not silver. And we just found a silver right there. Oh, and it's got Ring of Death on it. Hold on, we'll look at that here in just a second. Let's see if we have anything else. All right, nothing else. Let's take a look at our silver one. Looks like a 1943. Wow, it is really wiped. And look at that, it's got Circle of Death on it. But I'll take it. That's 35% silver. Looks like it is a Philadelphia. This one can have, there can be a few things like a double die, and I believe let's see, a 42 over 43, I think. Or I'm sorry, a 43 over 42. I'll put it under the scope and see what I can spot. But I don't know if we're going to get much off of that one. But it's silver. I'll take it. Another dark one. Oh gosh, look at that. I don't think it's silver. I can't even read it. Just dump them out. There's another. Watch, every time go to look for one that I think is silver, I'm going to find a different one that actually is. There's a 1958. All right, we're about halfway through the box, and I started doing all of the rolls live. So far, we haven't found anything in like the last 5 rolls, but we've got silver for the box now. We've got a proof, and I feel like we have a good chance at a buffalo. And if we do get a buffalo, I'd like to get it live. And this one looks old right here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to zoom in here. What do we got? There's a mint mark. It's hard to see. Let's flip it over. Oh, I think is that a 55? It's hard for me to see it from this angle. Yeah, it looks like a 1955, and I believe that is a Denver. I think the 55, the one you want is the Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll take it. There's a 1959. Horrible shape. All right, this roll was a twofer, it looks like. We got 2 of them side by side here. And if we look here, this first one is another 1955. This is the second one for the box. It's pretty awesome. I believe we want the Philadelphia, and unfortunately, looks like we got the Denver. The Philadelphia is the one that's lower mintage, I believe. And then this one is a little older. Another Denver. And, boy, it almost looks like it's got maybe some die clashing. I'm going to have to check that out. But let's flip it over. 1949. 1949. I'll check that on the back and see if that right there, just above Monticello on the left-hand side, is die clashing. That looks old. Looks like a 1958. And that's going to be, I believe that's a Denver. The last part of this box has been really slow. We're down to the last 5 rolls. I just got a little find here. Nothing crazy, but it's in the early 50s. It's going to be a 1951. 1951, and that is a Denver. All right, the last roll ended up finding 2 things. 1952, I believe, on that one. And I believe that was a Philly. Yeah, 1952 Philly. And a 1949 in pretty rough shape. Look at that. And that's a Denver. Not a ton of finds for the box, but we did get silver, which was pretty awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Happy hunting.